What's up, guys? This is Four Guys in a Bar. You have Nick, you have Luke, we have Drake, and they all on mute because that's what I do before we start the show. So with that said, let's get into our intro.
First round pick. Throw that list away. All right.
Why are we around?
Welcome to the show. It's a Chiefs Blitz night. Breaking down the plays, keeping everything tight. From my homes to the defense, we give you the scoop. Real talk, real stats, we the ultimate troop. This ain't no game, it's our passion on display.
The baby himself.
Chiefs Blitz podcast, real fans unite. Every touchdown scored, we ignite the night. From tailgate chatter to post-game debate, we love our Chiefs, yes, never too late.
I would even bring MVS back in the middle of the season.
Are you ready for the best Kansas City Chiefs insight? Welcome to the Four Guys in a Bar, sponsored by ChiefsBlitz.com, presented by UnderdogFantasy.com. Here's your Chiefs Blitz host, Nick Athan, with Lou Montagna, Tillman, and Hense Todd.
There we go. Welcome back to the next edition of Four Guys in a Bar, presented by ChiefsBlitz.com, your number one source for Chiefs news. I'm your host, Nick Athan, along with my partner, producer extraordinaire, Mr. Bowtie himself, Hense Todd. What's up, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. Just ready for opening day.
Got my Royal shirt on. You and I are heading out to opening day tomorrow. Couldn't be more excited about that. Royals baseball is back.
Hope the weather stays nice.
It's supposed to be 80 degrees tomorrow. I think it's going to be all right.
But with that said, man, speaking of baseball, let's hear from our sponsor, Underdog. Baseball is back.
That's right. Major League Baseball is back, and the only thing better is having a chance on opening day to win $500,000. All you got to do is play the Underdog Fantasy Split the Pot game, pick your favorite baseball player, and hope they hit the longest home run of the day, the deepest dinger, and you'll get a chance to share in $500,000. Go to UnderdogFantasy.com, register for this opportunity, and make sure you use the code Chiefs Blitz. That's right, Chiefs Blitz. Use that code at Underdog Fantasy. The other two guys, Mr. Lou Montagna, take a bow.
We were almost part of the cold open.
Coach
I was excited there for a second.
Hey, I was too. I said, oh snap, we made it. And then of course she put us on mute. So I said, well, yeah, bro, you be doing that lately, man. We catching people off guard. I said, okay, intro coming in. Let me get myself together. And then I look up, I'm on the screen. I'm like, man, what the hell, man?
It's all good.
Hey, before we start the show off, I want to shout out everybody. After the show.
Let's get it.
Before we start the show off, I want to thank everybody for joining in. Ruben, Ken, Sinclair. I see my little cousin in here. What's up, Robert?
Also,
we
missing somebody though.
We're
missing a particular person.
Who we missing?
Yeah, I get all that too.
There.
Yeah. Now, where the hell is Kareem at? That's the guy I'm looking at. Yeah.
He's getting that mock draft together.
Yeah, he better get it together, man. I got a bone with paper buddy, man. But you know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own list, gentlemen. Everybody got their own list. I'm just saying now.
When Robert Abbott says, "Hey, big cousin," what's he referring to there? Hence,
me.
Well, I get that, but why are you big cousin? I mean, his
older cousin, big cousin.
Gotcha. So you're big. All right.
Yeah, older cousin, big cousin. That's
gotcha.
Hey, big cousin. That's what
bow
it is,
tie,
guys.
little bow tie. That's how it is.
There we
big
go.
bow, little bow, man.
Yeah, man. It's a I see his list. I see the video.
I haven't seen it.
Drake throwing his list out there.
I think he write the damn trash, man.
Did he delete it? I don't see it on the social media.
I got it. I mean, I got it. I grabbed that list fast. I said, okay.
I think he
but it's very interesting, Kareem, because you got a tight end in the second round. I wonder why did you get a tight end?
We did put the challenge out to him on Monday. We did. And I want to applaud him for answering the challenge
for the effort,
putting something out.
Yeah,
we're not gonna tear his mock draft.
I'm gonna tear that motherfucker down.
Well, hey.
Nick, I'm sorry, Nick. He challenged me, Nick. I gotta give it to him.
If anybody else in the chat out there wants to throw up their mock draft, Go ahead, screen grab it. Go ahead and send it to Chiefs Blitz, and we'll talk about it.
Hell yeah, we break it down. Yeah, if it's trash, right to the river it goes.
if Kenny, Robert, Ruben, Demetrio, the regulars, just send it to chiefsblitzkc@gmail.com.
definitely.
And I will put it. We'll put a nice graphic back to it. And we'll put it up.
Absolutely. It's mock draft season. We've gotten into the madness with both feet, every single
it's
Monday.
Almost draft month, guys.
Hey, Kareem, why you take a tight end in the second round? Let's get to the meat. Why you take tight end in the second round? Do we need a tight end for real? Do we need a tight end?
I'm pretty sure you took one in the first round last year.
You took a kicker.
That was last year.
The other night.
If you ever hear
I'm standing on my kicker. I'm standing on the mountaintop,
and somebody's yelling at you to throw that list away. That was me. I don't know if you caught that.
Speaking of lists, let's go hear from what Underdog had to say about some draft people that they feel like they could be there at 31. Let's hear from them.
Let's hear it.
He won, and the Kansas City Chiefs, who had some moving pieces along the offensive line. At one point, they had the highest paid offensive line in the league. In fact, let's look at positional spending right now. The Chiefs are the second most expensive offensive line in the league. Does it feel that way to you?
No, it does not.
No. We know they brought in Jalen Moore. Now, the Jalen Moore contract is basically just a 1-year deal. And to me, it's more of, hey, we know this is our baseline, and let's see if we can continue to improve off of this in the NFL draft. So at worst, we leave the NFL draft with someone of Jalen Moore's caliber at left tackle. And I think what they get here is someone like Josh Simmons, who you don't have to play immediately if you can't because of his injury, but he can be the long-term starter for you at left tackle.
Yeah, it's a great plan. You don't have to rush Josh Simmons back too, and that's always kind of what I fear with some of these guys coming in is they're just so worried that it's going to be a rookie lost season. And then to me, like if they come back too early from these injuries, like that can be a big problem too. So I think this would be a good fit. They don't care about the regular season anyways. Maybe you plug them in week 10 and all of a sudden you see what you have with them. But yeah, I think that just because they signed Moore does not mean that they're done here.
And I mean, I could even see an edge rusher.
So basically, he's a complimentary guy. They said Chiefs get him, and they wait until he get healthy, and then start implementing him into the starting role late in the season or whatnot. I mean,
that's
why would you take?
Yeah,
I mean,
the conventional wisdom and the national media, I guess, including ourselves, have kind of figured, well, he may slip to that point.
Mm-hmm.
I personally don't believe he's going to slip out of the top 15. He didn't all of a sudden forget how to play football. I don't think, he's going to be able to come back from the injury. It's just a matter of when.
Right.
So if you really feel like he's one of the best left tackles in this draft, and he certainly is, he's arguably the best left tackle in this draft.
Arguably.
Right. When
we know healthy, somebody on the side thinks 6'6" from Minnesota is the guy.
I tell you, Kelvin Banks from Texas, same thing.
I like Banks.
He's another guy that again has all the physical attributes, played really well early on. Then maybe he plateaued a little bit, and you figure, well, geez, he didn't improve. He must suck. So he's not going to go in the first round. When truly, when we start to see how the teams have these guys stacked, in other words, as the draft starts happening, I think there's a good chance that both those guys go well ahead of the Chiefs. But I do agree with them. If he's sitting there, yeah, absolutely, you take him.
Yeah, I'll take Burton. Yeah, I'll take Burton. Yeah, I ain't talking about if he's sitting there. If Burton's sitting there, y'all taking Burton.
Well said. Listen, I think. Go ahead, Hense.
I say this, man. Everybody's on Simmons. Everybody think he's the same. He's like Moore, size, length. That's the same person. The same person. If you look at his size, length, arm length, and everything else, it's the same exact person that Chiefs just signed to a 2-year deal. And Simmons, size wise.
So who would you take?
You know what I mean? So if hey, I'm standing on that drum, I'm gonna stand there on that hill, and I will die on that hill. If Ursary is there, I'm taking Ursary. That's just me. Be somebody that's a little bigger, longer arms, size wise, and he's rising up a lot of people's stock
Hey, and for the tackle position, size matters, gentlemen. All right. Hey, if you 6'8",
we're
long
not.
arms,
I mean,
man.
we're not. I mean, we're talking like there's 3 guys that are that size on the planet. There's 20 of them are that size.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of guys that have the measurables.
So what you saying fundamentals then, Lou?
Well, Simmons has always been regarded as a prospect. I don't think Jalen Moore was ever close to that being that coming into the league. Right now, he has the advantage. He has played a few plays and has played a few games. Okay, that he is what he is. Maybe he still has some upside, but if you're talking about just as a prospect and tape at the highest level in the Big Ten, Simmons is the guy.
I mean, but he's injury prone, man. He's kind of
He's had one injury.
He's had one injury in his career.
But would y'all take him? Would y'all take him still?
Here's the problem.
Injury. He's not going to start right away. Would you take him?
Yes. If he falls to that point,
again, take the prospect. At that point, the Chiefs can afford to take the prospect.
They feel that he's a top 15 value, and he comes down to that 31. Yeah, you almost have to take him.
Yeah, you ain't going to take him.
All right,
so
here's my take.
I believe they would.
Let me have my take.
I think they'd run the card up there.
I think it would be up there in less than 5 seconds. And I listen. He's got a serious injury. He did have the pro day today. He did do some workouts. So I think NFL scouts will look at this and go, phew, at least he's on the field practicing a little bit. There was some talk about the knee and the patella tendon. The bottom line is this.
Also the talk of do we love football?
That's a lot of his teammates came out today and said that was a bunch of BS, and I tend to think this is just another. This is a GM move, spreading shit so they can get this kid to slide down. It happens all the time.
And about Earthry, that's all I'm saying.
It is a lie.
It happens all the time. The bottom line is this is the best. Hold on. Hush.
Don't believe a thing you hear.
Kill it, Nick. Go ahead, kill it, Nick.
This is the best offensive tackle in this draft. There are a lot of question marks. If he's there at 31,
there's one question mark.
There's one question mark.
Yeah.
Set aside the noise about him not being a good teammate and all that. And I think some of that stems from the fact that when he got injured, he said, screw it. I'm going to rehab. I got to get ready for the NFL. Okay, fine. I got no problem with that. He's just looking out for himself and he's looking out for his family. I'm good with it.
Nobody looking out for themselves when it's coming to protect the Patrick Mahomes.
Well,
I'm just
exactly. So.
Damn, Nick, they bash.
Wait a second.
My bad, Nick. Go ahead.
Take a step back. Listen to what you just said. Right? Listen to what you just said, Hense. What would be more? I want to be ready to protect Patrick Mahomes, saying that I'm not going to worry about this playoff. I need to get ready to protect Patrick Mahomes. So yes, I agree with you.
Hey, come out of his mouth. But listen, I know I'm gonna answer this question here. Spence said Earthry didn't. What do you say? Put that.
He said Earthry didn't do too much pass protection in Minnesota. They ran the ball a lot. So basically, he's saying he's a run blocker.
So what did he do to your best
Mr. Carter?
Okay, well, a lot of those plays. Okay, hold on. Now let's play the devil's advocate.
I believe he chokeslammed him.
Some of the plays that you witnessed were running plays. And, the kid from Penn State isn't great against the run. He's good, but he's not great. And you're talking about a tackle who knows how to pancake block. And a guy that's 50 pounds or 70 pounds lighter than him, he should be able to put to the ground.
Yeah, right, he should.
But the Chiefs are positioning their offensive line to not only look at 2025, but at what it's going to look like in 2026. Here's what we know. Okay. Creed Humphreys, he's signed long-term. Mm-hmm. Trey Smith in the next 3 weeks will be signed long-term. Mm-hmm. They have a 2-year. I know this to be fact. There are a left tackle who has a 2-year window to prove he's the guy. They've got a right tackle who's playing his last year in Kansas City. They're going to draft a tackle. If they're going to get one in the first round or the second round, that's a given. I think that's exactly what they're going to do. Unless something crazy happens and they decide to bring Humphreys back, or, Luther's there at number 31, or something that they just don't see coming that's going to alter their position in their draft board to take the best available guy. But if Simmons falls at 31 and it's Simmons or Luther,
come on, be real.
My heart.
I think they take the tackle.
You take the tackle.
Yeah.
As much as I want Luther. And listen, I mean, I'm a KU guy, and I'm touting a Missouri guy. That's a lot for me.
I know.
That's a big emotional step for me. Nick Bolton turned out pretty good.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Nicky turned out pretty good, and I think Luther would turn out fabulous. I think the combination of him, of Hollywood, Xavier, and Rashid would be the best 4 young wide receivers.
It would be
not only in the NFL today, but potentially in NFL history.
Hey,
that much talent, those high picks, all on one team with a once in a lifetime quarterback.
Damn, but a below average line. You see what I'm saying? You see how all this shit is sounding good?
The
foundation sucks. The foundation sucks.
Shush.
All this loving. I'm just saying.
Let's hear from Underdog once again. Let's see what they
Underdog owns this.
Underdog's kicking butt today, boy.
Hold on. They took let's see what they took in a second round for the Chiefs, and that'll be it. We'll move on with the show.
See, Chiefs took Josh Simmons in the first round, and so here they are in the second round. People are going to hate this. I'm going with Quinshon Judkins.
I can see it. He's like Pacheco if Pacheco was good.
Yeah, if Pacheco wasn't a 6th or 7th round selection.
Yeah, that's honestly pretty damn accurate. Runs hard, burst.
They need some I actually think he has some explosive plays. Go back to his time at Ole Miss, and then again get him on the edge. And they were 15+ yard runs pretty consistently. Something has to happen for this offense to create explosives, and maybe that comes in the running game. So yeah, we're gonna go with Quinshon Judkins here.
Questionable.
I'm in.
Hey guys, come on the panel. What's up? A lot of people say, "What the F?" Hence, what's your thoughts on that, sir?
I like the running back. That's one of my top running backs.
Are you taking him second round though?
If he's there, and see what we looking at as in the second round. You know how to draft. We all been watching. Lou been around football for years and decades. Nick been around football for decades and years. We've been around football for decades and years. We all know how the draft works. If a person that we think that's going to be there, Simmons and all our eye candy, Simmons not going to be there at 31. Everybody realistic knows he's going to be going off that board before 31. But if one of those Iowa State running backs is sitting there in the second round, and if the Chiefs picking the last in the second round, the running backs are going to take the run. Going to be taking a run. But if that happens, to be there at the second round, I'm
not taking no running back second round. Man, the hell with that, man. I'm taking what they need. Listen, man. Listen. You get that line together, gentlemen. You can put any big back there. Who cares? You put Blue back there, right? Who cares, man? You get beef that line up, gentlemen. You get the defensive line worked on, man, and then we can work on everything.
They can only put 5 offensive linemen out there at a time, unless
you get the best one out there, man. Except for the defense,
and
you can rotate the defense though.
Put out like a 6th guy. So I get
you can rotate the damn.
Their idea was they took Simmons in the first. So they're not going to go O-line again. And if they see, an opportunity to make this offense more explosive, and it's not necessarily from wide receiver, something that they haven't had in a while is an explosive running back. So that's that. I would.
But would you take him second round though, Lou?
I'd be fine. I don't care at that point. I want an explosive playmaker.
What the hell you mean? You don't care? You gonna take him still?
You know why it doesn't matter if they take the running back in too? Because
we going right to the AFC Championship. That's
the point. Is that they have 63 and 66, so you have to see how the board falls out.
Right.
You always want to talk about things in a vacuum, like, we have to take a tackle in the first round. We have to do this in this round.
Yeah, you do the best. Not the way, the best product, Lou.
That is not the way it works.
On your list, it does.
That is a recipe for building a bad team.
What the hell? Why? To go tackle first and build a bad team?
Because you are forcing a pick. You don't want to force a pick. If
your desire is the best player,
then you take him. Okay. If Simmons isn't there, or another, like if you like Connerly, okay, and he falls to you, okay, fine. I think he's the best tackle at this point.
Hey,
Let's go
that's
ahead
all
and
I'm
take
saying.
him. But if they don't have one that's rated a first round talent, then you take somebody else that's a first round talent at a different position that will help the team.
I get what Lou was saying. Lou was saying if you got a pile of guys and a lot of tackles like Ursary, all these guys can be in that pile.
Why you bring Ursary first? Why you say Ursary first?
Hold on, let me finish. Can I finish? He said, if the Ursary and all these guys, Josh Simmons and all these other guys in the same pool, that you said, hey, we can get one of these 3 or one of these 4 or 5 in the second round or the third round, then you take that value pick there in the first round.
Yeah,
I'm not going to take them.
But this isn't in a vacuum. You've already taken Simmons in the first round in this scenario.
Right.
Those guys just told you we got Simmons for them in the first round.
Okay.
Now, if you can get an explosive running back, the idea is he's probably not going. He could be available at 66. So that's the other.
But is he a need?
here.
Well, I'm saying, is he a need in the second round? Do the Chiefs need
Doesn't
a running
have
back?
to be a need.
It's irrelevant.
If you see that he can come in and be better than any back you have on your team.
But how you know it's gonna be better though?
absolutely.
We don't know that though. We don't know.
Here, let me.
Well, how do you know any of them?
You don't know any. You don't know any of it.
We don't know. That's
well,
the
that's
whole
why
purpose.
you pay. That's
That's
why
why
you
you
pay
got
scouts.
Man, you got
That's
you
why
got Pock
Veach-
and Hunt right now.
that's why
we gonna
Veach
need a
gets
running back
paid-
in a second. That's crazy.
Again, we're not going to argue about
here's
this.
his problem. But here's
you've
his.
got your idea as
Let me-
far as how to build your
I'm just saying,
mediocre team. My idea is let's build a great team.
You're talking about the best player. Luther Burden in the first round.
All right, hold on. Let
With
me
no
tell you
stability.
all why. Let me tell you all why
stability.
Andre's acting like this. All right.
If those tackles,
You gotta
aren't
get your
available.
stability together first, sir.
Here's Andre 101. He has Clyde Edwards-Helaire syndrome right now.
Hell
And
no, I would never
He
take
does
that.
not want the Chiefs to take another running back like that.
Hell not. Hence, you know that. You know
Problem-
that.
Hold on. That's
No.
going to be on a t-shirt. Build your mediocre team.
presented by ChiefsBlitz.com and Coach. All right.
Absolutely.
All right.
like
So
that.
let me finish my point.
Come on, Nick.
My point is, when the Chiefs took Clyde Edwards-Helaire, it was a reach. It wasn't necessarily a huge need. They took the flash over the substance. It didn't work out. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Now, in the second round, assuming they've taken Simmons, if a running back falls either here or 3 picks later in the third round, if this kid's available, he's definitely on the Chiefs' big board as one of the top players left. So if they go offensive lineman, running back, and defensive line in the first 3 picks, I'm good with it. What order that comes, I don't really care because I think they're going to get value regardless of how they alternate those 3 positions of need. That's my opinion. But if he's there and you look at his explosiveness, you look at how he played in the championship game.
You keep building.
I ain't taking no damn running back. Hell nah, I ain't taking that shit. I'm built what the Eagles built. The Eagles built a foundation, bro, and the Chiefs never had a foundation, bro.
Never.
Never had a good.
They won
a
3
good
of the last
foundation,
5.
man.
3 of the last 5 Super Bowls or whatever. They don't. No, they don't have that
It was
stuff.
a bandage. It was a
Absolutely.
handicap. They won on a handicap offensive line, man.
Hey, it's this one guy that's on my wide receiver
They
board.
won.
Nobody's talking
They
about.
did. I ain't gonna take it away from them.
All right, let's go. Let's move on.
It's a receiver on my board and nobody's talking about. It's in Nebraska. The stands about 6'2", 6'3", 214 pounds or 25 pounds. One of the two. But the Chiefs also met with the guy too. I sent them my list to my person, and it seems like it's getting looked at. I'm just saying the kid is great. If he played with Patrick Mahomes, looking like. But the quarterback play.
Did you say the kid is great? Is he great or is he decent, man? Now you
No,
throwing
he's
great
great.
out there, sir. Is he decent, man?
It's hard to judge Nebraska wide receivers with
It
the
is.
consistency.
If you watch his tape, he reminds me of Dwayne Bowe. For me, from when I looked at his tape,
I would accept that.
Watch how he plays and everything else. He reminds me of Dwayne Bowe, and the Chiefs met with him. If that's the case, if they can get a kid that size and come out to
really
be
taking a leap. Connor Embry was present at Nebraska's pro day. So
well, that just shows they sent a scout up there, and they sent one of their position coaches out there.
Too much butter on the bread, man. That's all I'm saying.
He would definitely be somebody in the mix. They like to draft local kids too. Remember that.
That is. I'm sure if he was there, it's well done.
Remember Patrick Mahomes throwing him the ball though.
Speaking of local kids, Ursery is local.
Yeah.
Central.
I'm a big fan of Ursery. I like Ursery. I'll take Ursery in the first round. Shit, I'll take him.
I don't think he's gonna fall that far.
I don't think it is.
I don't think he goes in the first round.
Ooh.
Damn, Lou said your pick sucks.
Hey, for those that don't know, we'll be live for all 3 days of the NFL draft, from the first pick to the last pick.
Lou said Ursery ain't worth the first round pick, Bo. He said he ain't worth it, man.
Also, Lou said Worthy wasn't worth the first round pick. He was banging the drum.
I'm just saying, man.
I never said Xavier was not a first round pick.
We got tape. I
said that Adonai Mitchell would be my pick because he was. You did
say that though. You did say that. Lou, you did.
Yeah. But again, speaking of athlete, can Kingsley be the king of the O-line this upcoming season? I'm just saying this is the question was thrown in there to me today at this point. So what you got to say, Nick?
Hey, I mean, a lot of their success on their offensive line is going to be pinned on, can Kingsley convert from left tackle to left guard? And Andre makes a good point. The proof's in the pudding, and this offensive line has got to be much better than it was a year ago.
Have to be.
Sure. But listen, the Chiefs are putting a lot of faith in the guy. There's a couple of positives here, in my opinion. One, he's got size, he's got girth. I think if you can find his space to where he's got 2 guys around him, I think that'll help him be a better run blocker and a better pass protector. He'll get a little bit of help if he needs it. Playing next to Creed Humphrey is not a bad thing for a young guy. Mm-hmm. They're going to put a lot of pressure on this kid and see what he's made of. And they made this conversion, pretty much last November, December. And they started working him, in practices as a guard, and the whole off season now they get a chance to work with him. So listen, I mean, Kingsley has a lot of athleticism. He's just not an island offensive lineman. You just can't put him out there without some sort of protection. Now they're going to say, listen, if we can get value, if we can get value of putting him in a closed space, and we can get value for not having to pay, as the guy said from Underdog, the highest paid offensive line. Now that Thuney has gone to the Chicago Bears, here's a guy on a rookie contract. It makes a lot of sense, but he's going to be the key, in my opinion, of how well this offensive line is going to play, assuming they fix the other positions and assuming that Jawan Taylor plays a lot better this year than he did last year.
Yeah, man. I mean, like the man had a crazy ass first year, man. They immediately benched him. I get that, man. Everybody will put a little love on him, man. Yeah, I agree. But he got his quarterback killed. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm gonna say is that
terrible. I'm just saying.
Dang, man, you want to put butter on his toast too? Damn. Nah, but if you move him to guard, we'll see what's going on, because he had a pathetic first year. You put him at guard, you know what I'm saying? Put him right in the middle. Who knows? We'll see, man. Because like I said, I know Humphrey's going to give him some knowledge about the line, really help him out. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? He might live up to expectation. Y'all's expectation. I get that. I get it. But we'll see this year. We'll definitely see.
Well, you guys were talking about measurables and saying, well, this guy has this, and this.
Girth and all that stuff.
We're going to take him in the first round. Kingsley has every bit of that.
Yep. Right.
He is a big dude. He is a good athlete. He's got all the length and so forth. So the building blocks are there. I think you give him an opportunity if he gets playing time anywhere on the line, guard, center, whatever the hell it is, that's going to be a good thing for him. There've been plenty of guys that have come in as a left tackle, kicked into guard, and then become all pros, either at that position or back at left tackle. You look at Jonathan Ogden was a top 10 pick for the Ravens. They had to kick him into guard early on just because of you play your best 5. That was amazing experience for him. He's a Hall of Famer. Now, am I saying Kingsley's going to be a Hall of Famer? No, but that doesn't mean to say that he can't play at a high level in this league.
Yeah.
Having this all this time, like Nick alluded to, is going to tell them a hell of a lot more going into this year than last year.
I agree.
Right? Because again, you like Dre, you were saying before, how do we know? We don't know. That's the whole beauty of the draft, that we can look at tape, you can hear the scouting reports, you can interview the kid, how much they love football, all these different things. But until they come in your building, how are they going to fit? How do they, what role do you have for them? All these different things. It could work out. It could not. That's why, you look at it every year, drafting a quarterback in the first round is a 50-50 proposition.
Mm-hmm.
So, and how long has this draft been going on? For so many years. So getting back to Kingsley, I think he's got every opportunity. I wouldn't give up on him. I still wouldn't give up on him being a successful left or right tackle at some point. Now, early in the year, if they feel he is one of the best 5 and can play guard on the left side or right, so whatever however they shuffle the line, so be it. And we'll see how it goes. But I'm not ready to say one way or the other, like all of a sudden he's going to save the line. No, he's too young. He's too young a player at this point.
Yeah.
I have to say, his first year it was bad,
horrible.
But again, there's a lot of great Hall of Famers. First year was bad as well. That's because you can't.
Eric Fisher struggled his first year too.
So you got to look at a lot of guys that that's the only thing I'm banking on now. If he come in the preseason, he's getting his butt kicked up in training camp, then we're gonna have some.
Hey, summer games. You're right. We get butt kicking summer games. It's over.
He start losing his job, he starts slipping and everything else. Then we have something to talk about. Other than that, he can be the king of the offensive line, but this don't let that just be the king of his first name. And
there's going to be a ton of competition at that left guard spot because Hunter Norzad's not showing up to be a backup. CJ Hansen, if he's still on the team, he's not coming in to feel like he's.
And they re-signed Caliendo too. So
this is their opportunity to get a starting job. So Kingsley, obviously, I think athletically probably better than all of them. Just a matter of how much he wants it, and if his technique is sound.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Speaking of offensive line, how many O-line will the KC draft this upcoming April? Should they draft 1 or 2, or should they draft multiple of them? Just throw all bodies at the position and say, "Heck with it."
Best man sticks. Listen, I think they're going to draft at least 2. I think you're going to definitely see a tackle. I think you're going to see. I wouldn't be surprised if they drafted 2 tackles, but I think definitely a guard and a tackle makes a lot of sense. There's some really great value in the 3rd and the 4th round. Remember, they don't have a 5 or 6 unless they make a trade or some surprise move that we don't see coming. But at this point, I think at a minimum it's going to be 2. I think they have with Norzad. I think they've got some good depth there. Obviously Kingsley moved in. They still got Wanya Morris, who's either going to be a guard or a tackle. So I think it's going to be what their evaluation process is between now and the draft. But I would say definitely a guard and definitely a tackle.
We got a comment for Hense. He said, what does the cube say, sir? What does the cube say about that? We haven't heard the cube in a long time. What does the cube say?
The cube retired. He's taking a break.
He's unfinished. I put it like this,
man.
I would say I feel like they will take another offensive lineman. I feel like it's going to be Kingsley and the kid from BYU. I'm just saying another BYU coming in here. They 2 tackles in the first or the 5th round. Then you go throw bodies at it and say, hey, best man wins. Because you don't know what you're gonna do with Jonathan Taylor. Not Jonathan Taylor, but
bust
Taylor,
that cube up, man.
On the other side. But you don't know what you're gonna get from that. But the kid from BYU, 6'8", 335 pounds or 40 pounds at that. The kid is a mauler. Andy Reid loves him. I seen him. I seen him down there at the Big 12. Him and Andy Reid walking in the hallway. But you don't know what's going to actually happen. So, hey, If it happens, it happens. But
Listen,
you take
guys,
two.
You take two at a minimum.
You take tackles. Listen, the Chiefs, we know, guys, they need help at that position. You take the best possibility, the best player at the tackle position or at the guard position. You take them because right now we don't trust what they got right now. So you take the two best possibilities.
Got to throw numbers out. Got to throw numbers at it.
They drafted 3 linemen last year, 3 offensive linemen last year. And they brought in Ethan Driscoll as a UDFA, priority UDFA for Marshall, who's another developmental guy, big 6'8", big dude.
Yeah,
he's going to have every opportunity to compete as well.
I like him a lot.
I think it really depends on how much they like the guys that they have and what how they see kind of the whole thing kind of shaking out. Now, if they go with the tackle in the first round, let's say Simmons does fall, then I don't know that they're going to take any other offensive lineman during the course of the draft, unless, of course, somebody falls to them that they think is just, we can't pass this up. Right. But if you're just saying, again, in a vacuum, well, we're going to take this many, this position, that many, that position, I just don't think that's the way it works. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to say 1 for sure. Potentially 2, but I'm thinking no more than 2. I mean,
I say 2. Yeah, I agree with that.
And I think 2 is probably a long shot. I'm guessing 1, especially if it's in one of the early rounds. If they take a tackle in the first or second, I think it's going to be somebody they feel is going to be ready to play some. Then I think there's plenty of other positions that they have needs in, as every other team does. Mm-hmm. But you need some more explosion on offense. I think from the running back position is going to be 1 for sure. Perhaps, and again, maybe they know the wide receiver position a little bit better than we do at this point because of upcoming suspensions or whatever the hell else is going on with the wide receiver group. There always seems to be something. So, 1, I would say for sure.
I do like Driscoll a lot. I think he could be the potential future right tackle.
We'll see.
With another year in the system. Being a backup this year, he's going to make the roster. I think he got injured, if I'm not mistaken, correct, in the preseason. He's a big boy. That's what Andy needs. He needs those 6'5", 6'6", 6'7" guys all the way across the board. And that's what you do to protect the franchise. So, especially when you're trying to convince the city to give you a new stadium. So that's just a topic altogether.
So with that said, will the Chiefs make a second move before the draft? Could they make a big splash, or could they trade out of the first round and trade they pick away to somebody to get somebody off their team that we don't even know of right about now?
A few years ago, Brent Veach has always been willing to trade away his number 1 pick. He got Clark away from the Seahawks, and I think Clark, for the most part, especially in the postseason, worked out for them. I think they win their Super Bowl 54 a lot because of the way Clark played in the postseason. Obviously, they traded to get Mahomes. They traded to get Orlando Brown. So I wouldn't be shocked if they trade their first round pick. In fact, I probably put it at 55 to 60% to where they can pick up an extra 3, maybe an extra 4 to move down a few slots. I don't think it's going to affect that guy that they're targeting. At that point, they would have to feel that someone's going to slide. If one of these quarterbacks that's kind of hinge falls to 31, I think the Chiefs are going to be getting quite a few offers for a team that might want to have, that one quarterback piece that they think, that they could develop. So I think it's not going to be a shocking move, but I wouldn't be surprised in our draft coverage if we're not talking about the Chiefs' first round pick.
Waiting around for 3.5 hours.
3.5 hours of going.
See you tomorrow, guys.
Gosh, boy, I say, you know what? Hell with this.
See you tomorrow, guys.
Yeah,
man. I don't know. The Chiefs, they should, if they do it. I understand you want to fill those voids on that defense and that offense. I get it, but I do believe that they're not gonna pass up. They're not gonna trade anytime soon. That pick, I believe they're gonna make an impact. It's gonna be a good player that I believe they are looking at right now. So. No, I don't think they'll do it. I really don't.
Well, I don't know what would qualify as a shocking move before the draft. I don't think they're not trading 31 before the draft.
No, it'll be draft
now
day.
during the draft, as we see how it falls and how far back they would have to trade to get some value. Perhaps we'll see. Again, if those offensive linemen that they liked aren't there, right? And a bunch of receivers are dropping. The running backs are dropping. Then hell yeah, make the move. Maybe get an extra pick for next year or whatever, and you go ahead and make that move. But before the draft, I don't think so. There's anything shocking. I guess the one thing that would shock me, just because of the fact that it's gone this long, and again, I haven't heard his name associated with any team, is if they went ahead and tried to sign Amari Cooper. Because we just saw Stephon Diggs. Now again, we have to see all the numbers, right? Because it looks like more so it's like a 1 year or 2 year, 26 million is guaranteed, right? So 3 years, 69 million. He's coming off an ACL. That seems a little.
That's stupid.
Great deal for Stephon Diggs.
He's got a great agent. I don't know who his agent is, but his agent did a terrific job.
But you don't hear Cooper. So I don't know if maybe there's an injury that we don't know about. It was a little bit worse than we had anticipated from last year. But that would be the move that might be shocking. But in terms of just moving draft picks, I don't see that happening, especially where they pick. They're going to have to see the board fall to kind of gauge what, how far back they want to trade. And then also what somebody's willing to give. Because if you're they're on the clock and all of a sudden, Pittsburgh, Jackson Dart falls past them. Right.
Yep.
And somebody wants to get back in, like Cleveland wants to get back in. They don't want to take Shador at number 2, but they certainly might take Jalen Milroe. If they have to trade up to 31, hey, that might be a nice little fall back to the top of the second round. Now you got 2 second-round picks.
Yep.
That might be a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, you got the Browns at 1 in the second round, then the Giants. Who knows what they're going to do? Now they have 2 quarterbacks.
Shout out to Cam Ward. Cam Ward looking sweet out there, real quick.
The top of the draft is going to tell so much how the rest of it goes. What Cleveland decides to do at 2, what the Giants decide to do at 3, what the Patriots decide to do at 4. I think that's pretty much where the draft is going to be like. Okay. All right. Now we have an idea.
And keep an eye on the Chicago Bears and the Chiefs. The Bears have 2 picks at the top of the second round. I think it's pick number 39 and 41. You could see some movement there, going back to the well and maybe getting moving back to, let's say, to 39, which is the 7th pick of the second round, picking up a 3rd round pick and maybe getting a 5th round pick that they don't have. I think that would be fair compensation. But I just think Brett Veach is going to be looking at trying to get more draft capital. I think it's going to be like a New England Patriots draft with Bill Belichick. I think you're going to see the Chiefs make a lot of moves, going back and forth, trying to acquire more picks, being more aggressive to get more bodies in areas in which can help this football team. And I think the second and third round is as rich as it's been in a long time at every single position of need for Kansas City. So I'm confident that they're going to find some of the guys that can make an impact.
I would say no. I don't think they'll make a shocking move like let's they make a guy that's out there in free agent. They take somebody like that, but I don't see them trading out the first round because Patrick Mahomes' contract, all these big contracts they're going to have on their book, and they're going to want to have that 5th-year option on somebody they have a high grade on. So that's
the 5th-year option is only for the first 15 picks. It's not the full first round.
Well,
it's every first round pick.
It is? I thought they changed it.
No,
my bad.
No, I guess that's the reason that the deals at the bottom of the draft, that's typically why they happen, is to get that 5th-year control, especially somebody that's going to draft a young quarterback.
Right.
Yeah. So
there you go. All right. Fair enough.
So with that said, what do you have for us for Chiefs?
You knew this was coming, gang. Free agency for all intents and purposes is over. So today, Wednesday, the 26th of March, it's going to be Chiefs drafted who? That's right, gang. We're all over Veach's draft picks on Monday. So let's take a look at some maybe they're not Veach draft picks. All right. So we've talked about it, ad nauseum. Chiefs have 2 third-round picks. Now, it's happened a ton in the past. So let's take a look at this one. Travis Kelce was famously a third-round pick. That year of his draft, the Chiefs had another third-round pick. Who did they draft in the third round that year after Travis Kelce?
I don't remember.
Was it
Don't look.
Was it Daniel linebacker?
I think he's a little younger, but no, that's not him.
No.
I don't know. I got my hands up. I ain't Googling nothing. I ain't Googling nothing. I got my hands up. I ain't Googling nothing.
All right. Well, it looks like the panel's struggling with this one. If you guys have any answers, you want to go ahead and give them, I'll hold off. Okay. Let's go to number 2. Another year, they had 2 third-round picks. This one was Justin Houston. They took with the 70th overall. Which Chief was drafted 16 picks later?
I know this. It was
Hensley. You look like you're ready.
I'll say, was it
Weston Brewster? Yes, it was actually his brother Nile, not Davis. Knife Davis. So yes, it was Nile Davis. Pick number 96, the running back of Arkansas. Yes, his Google is working. All right, let's go.
Well, my hands is up.
What do you got, Hensley?
That was for the first one, right? Nile
Davis was the answer for the first one. Yes.
Okay.
So for those of you in the peanut gallery, hold off for a bit. Let's let these guys have a chance.
I don't know. Go ahead, Nick.
It was an offensive lineman, correct?
I'm asking the questions at this point, Nick. It was not an offensive lineman. Okay, I'll give you that.
I'm gonna say Bernard Pollard.
Okay, not bad. Nope.
Nope. Oh my God, I'm stumped.
Weston Brewster is all over the Google machine today. Even though I said hold off, give these guys a chance. Yes, it was Alan Bailey, number 86 from the U, defensive end. That was 2011. Okay,
see, Weston,
here we
hold
go.
on, Weston. I don't know.
Last one. Weston, if you can hold off, give these guys a chance before you answer.
Yeah, hey, Weston, show a video of Weston real quick. I don't know. He might be Googling over there now. He might be Googling over there, man.
All right. So Nick, I think, knows this one. But hey, you never know. So prior to Patrick, which Chief was the most recent drafted quarterback? The most recent drafted quarterback by the Chiefs.
Alex Thigpen.
Wow, you're going way back. No,
it wasn't that far.
I don't think Tyler was drafted. I think he was an UDFA.
It was
Ian Palco.
Damn.
Was the kid from SMU drafted?
Bouchel? No.
Before. Okay, he was a free agent. Demetia says Brody Croyle. I should know this.
It's not Brody Croyle.
Damn,
you guys are going way too slow, man. These guys are itching.
I should know this.
Go ahead and scratch, guys.
What do you, Coach? Do you know? Do you have one? Do you have a guess?
My hands is up. I'm completely stumped.
I'm going blank.
All right. So in the 2016 draft, in the 5th round, with the 162nd pick, the Kansas City Chiefs selected Kevin Hogan, quarterback from Stanford.
Well,
that's right. Kevin Hogan.
Everybody in the comment section like Bray, Brody. I'm sitting here like break. Who the hell?
Bray, Kyler Murray,
John Harrison. That was in 2014. Aaron Murray went at pick number 163, also in the 5th round, but that was before Hogan. Who was selected just 3 picks after Kevin Hogan?
That's a question for Scott Piel.
It was another quarterback. I don't remember who it was.
I don't know.
3 picks after Kevin Hogan. Kansas City Chiefs selected one Tyreek Hill. Remember him, but yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay, for the Chiefs. I gotcha.
All right, gang. Weston. Yes, it was Kevin Hogan. Good job,
everybody
man.
love Tyreek Hill. Nobody.
All right,
we suck at that game.
that is it for Chiefs drafted who? That's right, gang. Brought to you by our friends at Underdog Fantasy Sports. Check out that baseball contest.
Went up to $500,000.
My goodness. So what do you write in? Is it just
I'm already in. I already picked my players.
So it's
I'm
just
in.
the longest home run?
Whoever
Doesn't matter
picks
how
the
long
longest
it
home run
is.
on opening opening day.
Okay. So I'm guessing you all took Bobby Witt Jr.
I took Bobby and a couple others, yes.
That was a good guess,
hey.
Lou. That was a good guess, Lou.
Come on, man.
You said Bobby Witt Jr., right?
What is official opening day? Because then they play a couple of games in Tokyo, the Dodgers. And
Yeah,
the Cubs.
tomorrow's the official opening day, and then the teams that didn't open today open tomorrow. So it's kind of like Thursday and Friday is kind of quote unquote opening
all right.
day.
So tomorrow, besides the Royals, who do the Royals play?
The Cleveland Guardians.
Cleveland Guardians.
Indians.
Okay,
Yes.
and what? And are there a bunch of games tomorrow?
Yeah, there's about I think half the league plays tomorrow. Let's see here. I'll give you the Thursday. Actually, about three quarters of baseball plays tomorrow.
All right, so plenty of opportunities. Pick your favorite
First game
guy.
starts at 1:00 Central Time, so you got to have your position set.
Bobby Witt Jr. is
who's
the
going
token.
yard, who's going yard, and who's going to hit a bomb.
Yes.
Hey, wouldn't it be nice if Barry Bonds was still playing and Barry Bonds on the Kansas City Chiefs and Kansas City Royals? Wouldn't it be crazy? All my money's in on Bonds. I know you're gonna knock one out. I got Bonds, man. I got Barry Bonds.
I think that the testing has been upgraded. So,
but it also depends on what ballpark they're playing in too. So Royals got that favorable home run park.
Yeah, but distance is distance, man.
You crush a ball, you crush a ball. It's going to be 80 degrees. It's going to have a south breeze in. It's going to push that ball out to left field.
Try to pick somebody that plays indoors or in nice weather. That's for sure.
My money has to be on Perez. Then I go Perez. It seems like Perez will finally have a hit like that. Is going far.
He had a moonshot yesterday to dead center field for a guy that age to hit the ball that far.
The guest of honor has shown
I've
up.
seen that. Kareem,
he has entered the chat. Do we have a graphic?
What is up, Kareem?
Do we have a graphic?
I took it down. I got a graphic, so I didn't.
I didn't take it down. I got it.
All right, send it over to Hense. Look, come on.
All right, listen, real quick.
So in the meantime,
no, send it over.
Send it over.
Send it to Hense.
So in the meantime,
you got a picture of it, or you?
I got the picture.
Yeah,
I got the picture.
Yeah. So
right. Give the man his due.
I got you.
Give the man his due. For those that don't know and weren't part of the show on Monday, we did our mock draft Monday,
and Kareem took exception with several of them.
Yes, Kareem was extremely vocal, which is his right. He is the Chiefs Who champion, and so we want to give everybody an opportunity, and that goes for you, Weston and Kenny and Demetrio and John Harrison and Ruben and Weston and everybody that's in the chat, or Robert as well. Put up your mock drafts. We're happy to throw them in to our mix because honestly, in April there's nothing else to talk about. We're going to be talking about the draft 3 times a week. We're going to put a lot of stuff up, and of course our live draft coverage, which was so fun last year.
Did you say?
Yeah, he just put it in there. and our draft coverage last year was a heck of a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm saying it builds stamina and endurance. I'll tell you that.
If you
bathroom breaks,
running
snacks.
marathons, absolutely. Yes.
I said, God, but it was fun though. I enjoyed it, man. But damn, shoot, you talking about Chiefs trading back? I said, hey,
we could have a long Thursday.
Shit, I'm like, dang, well, my little sit back and relax, like Lou did. Lou had a nice, he was on like nice couch, relax.
So it's in Green Bay this year.
Yeah,
I get it. Hey, it's April, but it could weather may not be very nice. I mean, it's just this time of year. Hell, we had snow.
A strange place to have the draft.
We had also
it's going to be on the field too in Green Bay. So It's never been a draft on the NFL field, so this gonna be it's gonna be the 401st.
God, I hope it's snowing. I think it'd be
hallowed
awesome.
ground. Yes.
Are you still going down, Nick, to the Hall of Fame?
The Hall of Fame, to the Hall of Fame induction ceremony with Jared Allen. I'm working on trying to make that happen. Yes.
Yeah. So with that said, let's go ahead and look at Kareem's board.
All right, here it is.
Here we go.
All right, I see half of it.
There's that guy, Quinshon Judkins again.
There we go. So pick 31, he's got Derek Harmon, the defensive tackle of Oregon, who I absolutely love. Harold Fanning Jr., the tight end from Bowling Green. Love him too. Quinshon Judkins, there it is. Third round. Let's see. I can't see the rest of it. There we go. Darius Alexander, defensive tackle from Toledo.
Loading up on the interior line.
Good
okay.
Pick. Jeffrey Bassa from Oregon. Can't beat Oregon players. Johnny Walker is a very interesting player for me because I think he was kind of the heart and soul of that defense at times. He's an edge rusher. He's extremely talented. I find it hard to believe he'll be there in the 7th round.
I like his bourbon.
What's that?
I like his bourbon.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true too. But I don't know if he's part of that family or not. I know nothing about Raylon Lane, the safety out in Navy, but I'll.
Luke.
And Yahya Black, defensive tackle from Iowa. I love the name itself. To me, Johnny Walker, if he's there in the 7th round, that'd be an amazing pick for the Chiefs. He's got
Kareem,
a lot of upside.
why'd you take a tight end in the 2nd round, man? Explain to us why you took a tight end in the 2nd round. Can you explain
it? In this draft, no question. No question.
I'd like to take tight end.
He's definitely hit the interior. 3 defensive tackles. Right.
Smart move.
Yeah, we'll see. Again, the tough thing about these, you don't see, I guess, who is in consideration for those picks. So just looking at, again, you're looking at it in a vacuum. Yeah, I would agree with having most of these guys on the team. I like the first 4 picks. I don't know if I take Fannin, not necessarily a tight end, but that particular tight end that high. If Mason Taylor is sitting there available, you might want to go in that direction. If Arroyo from Miami is sitting there, and that you might want to go that direction. More in the Kansas City mold of a tight end. Fannin, a much bigger dude. I don't know. Everybody wants us to see another Travis Kelce, and some of these other guys have a little bit more wiggle to their game. So, but no, I like the first 4 a lot.
I don't like the second one because the Chiefs already got too many damn tight ends. Yes, Kareem, I'm on your second pick. I don't like it, man. We got 50 Shades, right? We got Wiley. You still got OG Kelce. You know what I'm saying? Why would you go tight end? Like, why? Explain to me why. You said he's a Debo. You said, well, he's a Debo of tight end. So what? You don't need him like in the 2nd round, sir. So explain to me why did you get him? Why would you? Okay, well, let me get a tight end in the 2nd round. Explain to me.
Because he was there.
6'3", 240 pounds. He's 4.71 in the 40. It doesn't suck.
You say 4.7?
Well, for a tight end, that's not too bad.
Yeah, this is the NFL draft. So, all these guys are going to have pretty decent measurables.
Big and slow, the biggest Debo.
Yeah,
see how Debo panned out.
That's that's a choice. Kareem, you want the tight end.
It's a serviceable tight end in the draft. Yeah, he's very serviceable.
Yeah, he's not a bad player. I think the coach's point is I don't know that they would go tight end quite this early, unless of course it was a player that they felt could come in and contribute like immediately.
Yeah.
So Travis is coming back. Jared Wiley.
You got your boy 50 Shades. And he ain't gonna see a light.
You have to bring in another young tight end to replace Travis Kelce.
Yeah, they might do it later.
No. He's gonna become the Noah Gray role in Wiley.
Well, there's like 6. There's like 6 tight ends on the roster.
It's another guy. It's another guy that played wide receiver that they transfer into tight end, and that's Juju. So I'm gonna say
that's different.
That's my story.
Ruben said you can't never have enough tight ends. What the hell in the second? You know what, man?
Hey, he's not wrong. Look how many tight ends they went through last year.
I think
gosh.
Ruben's talking about the dollhouse.
Do not hate Kareem. Do not hate young man. I'm just highlighting a situation.
Oh, let me hey,
go ahead and talk. You good? Go ahead and talk.
For this draft, looking at his board, man. I like the kid from Iowa, the running back. I like that right there at 63. I mean 66. That'd be a perfect spot for it. I don't like the kid from Oregon. I don't think he's the best.
You don't like Derek Harmon?
No, I don't. No.
Oh, ouch.
Looking at his tape, not for me, no.
Okay.
Well,
Just pick your mind, your taste.
But other than that, man, the safety from the safety you got in the 51, I feel like that'll be a steal right there for him if he lands there in the second. I want to see him going into the 7th round. He can be going into the 4th round. I had a 4th round grade on him, but other than that, man, the kid from Toledo, if he got him at 95, that's a steal. Because I don't feel like he's going to fall at 95. A lot of people got a 1st round grade on him. So if he's there,
he'd be a shocker slide for me.
Shocker, and he looks like he plays like Eric Donald to me when I watch him play.
You may see some of these guys may fall because you may see 2nd round. I think you may see a run on the wide receivers and the running backs. Because I don't know that anybody likes them enough to take them in the 1st. A lot of these receivers we're talking about.
Right.
But I think once the 2nd round hits and you got a lot of these teams at the top of the draft that aren't taking their wide receiver there, they should be taking them probably at the top of the 2nd.
Hey, right? Green said y'all don't know ish about that boy Herman.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, listen, dude. Listen. Everybody in the panel talking about Ruben talking about can't have enough tight ends.
We heard you, when you're talking about our drafts.
Yes.
Now,
we're gonna kick him dead in his cheek, man. Honestly though, his mock draft board to me, I give it a T. I give it a strong T.
Did Mango post that today? Tyreek Williams had his Chris Jones moment.
Yeah, he hurt his leg today in
running his 40.
Yeah, he hurt his leg today. We don't know anything about it yet. They think it might be a calf strain, but obviously he's going to be evaluated and talked about over the next few weeks.
It just makes me nervous, those big dudes when they're running 40s.
What the hell are they running 40s for anyway? It's just stupid. At that point,
I don't really like it. On the scheme, you got to run a 40 in. I don't know.
I looked at him play. He reminds me of Nick Noddy. He just signed with the Jets. He's been here with the Chiefs. So that for me, good luck to his kneecap.
7-year starter.
I'm just saying that a lot of people got a 1st round grade on him as well. But
some of you guys had him picked in the 1st round.
Not me.
Hey, it's crazy. Ruben said honesty is not my vocab. I said, man, I'm keeping 100, man. Just like I can't keep buttering everybody's toast, man. Everybody's toast need to be buttered. You know what I'm saying? So
What's the T? What's the T for? You gave his grade.
Trash. Trash. That's it. Trash, man. Trash. T stands for trash.
So if this doesn't excite everybody else about turning in their mock drafts, I don't know.
Come on, guys, bring it to us. Get it to me. Get it to me by Friday.
Give me your mock. DA Spence.
Hold on.
Put your name on it.
Chiefs Blitz.
That's right. Put a stamp on it.
At gmail.com. Send us your mock drafts. We'll put them in mock draft Monday.
So with this,
you got to go. You go to the dollhouse, and you see some tight ends.
Too many tight ends.
So what you giving this draft board, Lou? What grade?
I don't have a grade. Like I said, I like the first 4 picks. I don't know about the order, fanning quite that high, but I like the players.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the guys, again, I mean, it just becomes kind of I don't want to say a crapshoot, but just. Those weren't guys that I had put in previous mock drafts. So
What you give his grade? What are you giving the grade? The teacher of the hour, Nick.
Go ahead, Nick. Be honest.
I'd say it's a solid B plus.
You get everybody a B plus.
We got everybody B plus or A. Dang.
Wow. I'm looking at the guys.
I love this teacher.
The players.
I love this teacher.
Listen, this is how. Listen, just so we're clear, how I evaluate mock drafts are: I look at the player and I look at how they fit with the Chiefs. If I think more guys fit, I'm going to give it a higher grade. If I see less guys fit, I give it a lower grade.
Nick's that teacher everybody loves coming to.
Yeah, he said, "Oh, hey, God, I know I'm passing today. Nick here, bro. I know I'm passing with a C plus. I missed 9 assignments and shit.
You buy me lunch tomorrow. That's all I know.
I got you. Hey, listen, Kareem, I'm gonna give you this, Kareem. I remember OBJ supposed to have at least 7 possible. And you know what I'm saying? I blame the Miami Dolphins organization. I blame them for it. You know what I'm saying? So I got to keep, you know what I'm saying? I keep my word now. I keep my word. I
gave it a C plus because I don't agree.
A C plus.
Kareem's in the class where you grade your own.
Right.
Come on, man.
Kareem is grading his own paper. Hey, Weston put his up here. Weston put his on there real quick. Weston, if you can like go to Twitter, man, and like add us at Twitter and whatnot, and you just post it from there. And then I think go ahead, Hense.
We'll throw it at a nice, neat graphic.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Get the full treatment.
Get us your mock drafts by Friday. Yep. Send it to chiefsblitzkc@gmail.com, and we'll add it into the mix. We're going to have 12, 13, 14 more shows before the NFL draft. Damn. And, of course, our draft coverage will be bell to bell Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
For me, I'm just curious how everybody's final board is going to look. You know, the final board before the draft.
We're all going to be wrong.
How's your board going to look?
Damn, y'all going to be wrong. Shit. I mean, hell, I'm with it.
Absolutely.
If we going to be shocking, though. If combined, listen, hold on. If combined, we get 4 guys who are on one of our lists, I will consider that a success.
So you want to put a prize out there?
4 guys out of the 7 rounds
out of our picks.
If we, you mean
if
all
we each get one? Yeah. If we each get one that's correct.
Right, I gotcha. Okay.
Lou, you funny. You said out of 7 rounds.
I was going to say that would. Damn. You're setting the bar very high for us.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll give y'all this, man. If 4 of y'all, or even including Mango, it's the first pick. It hit the 5. If it hit the first pick in the draft for the Kansas City Chiefs. If you get the first or the second pick right, you would get this right here. This nice cornflake box.
There you go.
2-year box of cereal. I want that 2-year box.
God, I've got all those boxes in my garage.
So this will be when we do
this box right there.
When we do our final mock drafts. So what are we going to do that on the Wednesday before the draft?
Yes, unless we're pre-draft special.
That'll be the final mock draft of record
on Thursday. On the day before the draft kick. You know why the draft?
Thursday night. Thursday it starts, right? Right. Yeah. So on the Wednesday show, we'll put in our final mock drafts.
Hey, somebody said 3 guys and Dre.
So with that said,
they funny.
So I want to ask you a question. Since you got all that prize and possession back there,
yes.
Shit. Would you want to put a competition up? If one of us on this panel or a Mango hit the right pick for the Chiefs and we get it 100%, it's like a lottery.
In what round?
In the first round. We get the first round pick.
So you guys, there's 4 of you that could pick. You got 4 picks in the first round.
No, we got one
to compete with
for the Chiefs. I'm saying for the Chiefs. If one of us get it right.
What Nick is saying is we'll have 4 different. If we have 4 different guys, that's 4 chances we get at that pick.
So what it's going to have to do
it's one of us. If it comes out to one of those guys, one of us would win, not all of us.
I'll give away one of my.
We have like a 4 times chance.
Okay, here's how it's going to work. The 4 of you will pick one player who you think, and you're going to have to decide which player that is.
Yeah.
Don't tell me who picked it, okay? But you're going to say, okay, it's going to be Esri, all right? If Esri is selected, the person that picked Esri and convinced the other 3 of you that that's the guy will get one of my signed mini helmets.
Well, we can just stop right now.
Well,
3 of us will never come to a consensus. I'm telling you that right now. It ain't happening.
If Ernie get picked, hey, Hense won that shit.
Well, let's see. What's the fairest way to do this? Okay, I got it. All 4 of you pick a name. All right. And you'll tell me the 4 names, and I will make little pieces of paper and I will draw one, and that will be the selection. How's that?
So that'll be the guy that's up for the
That's
contest.
up for the signed mini helmet. Yes.
Okay. So then we can just do it based on our last mock draft. Whoever we have
You
in
could
the
do
first
that
round,
too.
that'll be our guy.
That's why I'm saying whoever on your first round mark.
I was just trying to build up a little excitement.
No, I absolutely. Because Friday's gonna be a great build Friday. I'll tell you that.
I don't want no helmet. I want that guitar in the back.
Hey, I said the same thing. I said the same thing. I said, damn that. Where's the guitar at?
Is it still there? Is it still collecting dust?
Hey, Kareem said, how about that Lenny Dawson? Kareem said, how about that Lenny Dawson behind you?
I'll tell you what, Kareem, you send me $5,000 and it's all yours. That's the price.
Nice. All right.
I'm not parting with that for less than $5,000. It's the only one out there that has Lenny the Cool Dawson spelled out Hall of Fame. And,
yes, keep that, Nick. Yeah, don't do that. No, keep that.
$5K is my price.
You know what's going to happen is that Zane will sell that like immediately.
Zale,
sorry,
they're going to double down on that.
All my stuff will be long gone before that.
I don't know who the hell this guy is. You're going to give me how much? Hell yeah, let's go.
$2. $2.
Yeah, $2.
All right,
Demetrio, here we go. Nick,
he said, I'll give you $5,000
for that.
Damn, he off the rip. I said, you got to like that.
Send me the money. I will give it up for $5,000.
Let's go.
Damn.
Venmo.
So with that said, guys, we'll see you guys Friday. We're gonna have some more stuff about the draft and other guys that's rising up on the board. You know what I mean, for us. And hey, I say this, man, if you spare time, do the mock draft. Get you to learn the players, get you learn their positions and everything else. And you know, you won't be looking, you know, when the guys come out, you know who that guy is. So with that said, hey,
hey, real quick. Let me say something real quick, Bo. Damn all that. Friday, hey, throw your mock drafts in Friday. We going in. Yes, we are. So send them all. Everybody in the comment section, send them over. Send them over. Keep sending them. Tell your friends to send them over. Send them over.
This is Dre creating
freestyle content. Mock draft, man. We freestyling on Friday, man. We'll get my interpretation.
Coach creating content.
Goddamn right, man. We're gonna put some love on this bad boy. Y'all want to critique? Let's critique then. Let's critique. Right. Now go ahead, Bo. You good, Bo? Go ahead, sir.
I think there's somebody new in here that said have a great honor.
Okay, have a great
week, guys. You guys have a great couple of days. We'll be back Friday.
David Steckelberg. Thank you.
Welcome, David. Please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button in the lower right hand corner.
Thank you for using YouTube. Yes.
Oh, Kareem. Hey, Kareem. I love you, brother. don't let him chase you away. You're my guy.
So thin-skinned.
Peace out, guys.
You my boy, Blue. You my boy.
You my boy, Blue.